Chell, Music Matters. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Yeah, thank you for doing this. I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you.
By the way, I should have mentioned this. If you want to wear the headphones, you can. If you don't want to, it's just a hear yourself thing.
You know, the headphones make me feel more official.
That's what it's so funny that you say that. Like a lot. That's like the same thing that I say to people. It's like the headphones and then this. Whenever people see this, like, well, you're with the shits. Like, like, it makes me feel a lot more professional. It makes me feel like I'm not just like some 19-year-old who like likes music a lot and then likes to talk to people about music. Like I actually,
Yeah, you're real fancy.
Maybe it's not garbage.
Definitely not garbage. Yeah.
The headphones too. The biggest trip to me with the headphones is like, I was talking to Streets about this when we interviewed him. It's like after, like as soon as you finish a long interview, you take the headphones off, and it's like it's weird hearing like sounds not out of a headphone when you were just listening to everything on headphones for hours straight.
Oh yeah, and I'm also like a little grandma. I'm really hard of hearing sometimes. So this helps.
Does that make recording hard? Like being like actually having bad hearing?
Not really. I feel like they kind of just blast music in there, so
yeah.
So
I know where to miss it.
Yeah.
I feel like I think I have bad hearing too, but I think it's I genuinely think I gave myself bad hearing from listening to music too loud because I just been doing that. I said bitch. I didn't even mean to say bitch, but I said.
Guys, come
on, PG. About to get demonetized. Damn. Oh, look at that. There's no way.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, nobody's ever sworn on this show before.
Oh.
You're the first one.
Oh, actually, you're the first.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm the first. When I first heard your music, it was when I was here. And Breathe played me your cover, I Put a Spell on You, and that shit, like, blew my mind. Like, I was like, you have an amazing, amazing, amazing voice. And I was, to be honest, I became a fan. I was like, I gotta check out your music. So I went, I checked everything out, and I love your catalog, man. But it was like that cover to me had it was just, I don't want to say it was a crop above everything else, but like what it was is like it was more shocking to me than everything else, and I kept going back to it. Like I've been going back to that cover for a while now.
Thank you.
Why did you want to cover that song? Like what about that song? Was it just the vocal runs in that song, or what about it made you want to cover it?
Well, I think like the week before, I actually went to Disneyland. I went to the Oogie Boogie Bash.
What's that?
They have like this like Halloween event that you can dress up as whatever to. And I dressed up as one of the Sanderson sisters from Hocus Pocus. And so that song was just like stuck in my head. And I was like, hey guys, I actually want to cover this song. So we just did it. And I actually surprised myself with that.
What do you mean?
Like I told them I wanted to record that song. And then I think I got into the studio like the day right after. I usually don't really like obviously like my other songs. I don't hit notes like that. So I definitely surprised myself a little bit there. Like, I mean, when I'll sing songs, but like, it's nothing crazy like that.
Do you ever find yourself when you're recording, like holding back to have more like control on your voice? Because I know a lot of singers, the one thing they struggle with is like, a lot of people, like you were saying, have like a wider vocal range that they just don't tap into, because a lot of times you can sound like, it's more difficult to go to the constraints and the harder parts of your range to reach. So do you ever struggle with like conservatively recording yourself?
I feel like I did. I feel like after recording that song, I am starting to record more songs where I do belt a little bit more.
Yeah.
So I feel like, especially being here for, I don't even know how long I've been here, but I've grown so comfortable, and they make this a very safe environment for me, so I just let everything out now.
Before you recorded here, were you just recording like yourself and was being confident in, when you're singing into the mic? Was that something that was hard to gain for you, like to get that confidence?
Not really. I feel like, well, because I've also been kind of singing straight out of the womb. I'm also, I'm Asian. We do karaoke. So I'm pretty, I wouldn't say I'm like super, super comfortable with the mic. Like, I could do it if I'm performing or like just singing by myself or like in like a small group. But like I'll do shows and I'm still really like shy. So, I mean, I don't really put it, I don't know how to phrase it, but I don't really put it all out when I'm out in public. But
I mean, it's a weird thing. Like what I was talking to you about before we started about like how it's weird being interviewed. And I think like the strange part of it is like it's the same thing as a show, right? It's like all the attention is on you. It's like all these people came to see you, or in the case of an interview, it's like all these people are here to watch you.
Yeah.
And in a lot of ways, that can be it's hard to reconcile with that as the individual.
Oh yeah, I'm so awkward. So awkward. Obviously, I'm shaking.
When you recorded that cover. Why did you choose to set the setup like that? Like the whole set behind you and everything. Like it was weird looking. Like I wanted to ask you like what was the inspiration behind that set?
I fucking love Halloween.
Yeah.
I'm so scared I won't watch scary movies, but I love Halloween, and I actually collect skulls. So I brought some of my little skulls.
Like real ones?
Oh yeah, I just casually kill people. Yeah, I'm a murderer.
Yeah.
Don't snitch on me though, even though I just snitched on myself.
That's gotta be a thing. There's gotta be somebody out there who collects like animal skulls, like some like.
Oh yeah, some weirdos.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some like weirdos.
No judgment though, but.
No judgment, all the judgment. If you collect animal skulls, I'm judging the shit out of you.
Oh man.
You're weird.
Yeah, no, I'll just get mine from like Ross, Marshalls. Marshalls has really good skulls.
So just like a collection of plastic skulls.
Yes. Some are plastic. I have some wood ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
How do you like Halloween but you're scared of scary movies? I feel like that's such a facet of Halloween that like you can't even like.
So this is, I can't watch scary movies. It's kind of, we'll probably have a separate conversation about this, but I have seen a lot of like paranormal things in my life, and
Whoa.
yeah, I get a little nervous talking about it. Oh wow, I might cry. No, it's just
You don't have to talk about it. It sounds pretty.
Yeah, it's just a lot of paranormal things happen, and just after I watch scary movies, like I kind of just like psych myself out. Maybe I'm also blind. Aside from being deaf, I'm a little blind. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I just get a little nervous for what may be coming after me or my family.
the possibility of what may be there.
Yeah.
Where did you record that? Like, where'd you make all that set at?
Oh, it was literally right here, right in this little spot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because it looks like that's pretty impressive. What was the
you.
process of that like? Like, how long did that take?
Oh man, how long did that take, guys? Maybe like 3 hours, because we also went to like the dollar store and got a bunch of stuff.
DIY.
Yeah, a whole lot of DIY going on. So it took a while.
Are you originally from the Bay Area? Like, you're originally from here, right?
Yeah. So my first 10 years of life, I lived in Vallejo, and then I moved to American Canyon. Some may say that it's not part of the Bay Area, which I also agree. It's Napa, but I moved back. I'm actually back in Vallejo now, so yeah, definitely from the Bay.
And then when did you start playing music originally? Like, when did you first start making music?
So I actually would sing songs when I was like younger. Like I would kind of based off of like traumatic experiences. Also, when my parents would send me to the corner, I would sing songs about being in the corner and just other things. So that's kind of the starting point.
Is music like a big source of like exhaling trauma for you? Like, do you find like relief in it?
I definitely do. Yeah.
Is it ever hard to sing about those things though, or is it like easier to get them out?
Well, there was one song I actually released that was really hard for me to sing. Obviously, I brought my dog Arthur. Mm-hmm. I had a dog who passed away. His name was Louie, and I actually wrote my first single is called "Come Back Home, Lou." So that was really hard to sing, just because he was like my baby. And I mean, some actual parents who had babies come out of their vag, they would argue otherwise. But it was like he came out of my cooch. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Pause. I can totally feel like that with dogs though. Like my dog, it's weird. I didn't get a dog till like 2 years ago. I had never had a dog my whole life. I grew up dogless. I was a dog virgin.
What a sad life.
Yeah, right. I know.
Jeez.
Well, so did my mom. She because she's what. I should know my mom's age. 49, but I probably shouldn't say my mom's age. But
That's
anyway,
young.
Yeah, I guess so. But she never had a dog either. And that was her first dog, and she was terrified of dogs because when she was a kid, she got bit by one. And so we got one, and it's the funniest thing. She'd always, like, make fun of dog people, and now, like, she is a dog person. Like, she's, like, that cringy dog person who, like, posts about their dog on Facebook 24/7.
Oh, yeah,
but, like,
dude, that's me. He got a whole Instagram. I have a stroller for him.
Yeah.
I have, like, his baby bag. Yeah, it's legit.
Was it easier to, like, get past that and then, like, accept it once you finish that song and put it out? Like, did you find that the healing process was easier because of that?
I feel like it definitely was. When did he pass away? I'm trying to think. It was like maybe a few years ago, but I think I wrote that song maybe like a year after he passed away. And like I was in like, I've never been so depressed. Like I've had a lot of like traumatic things happen, but that was like the peak of my life, I would say. I actually performed that song. I tried to perform that song. I performed at the Heart Project there in LA. And I tried to perform the song and I literally just cried the entire performance and I couldn't, but I don't think I'll ever sing it again because I'll be getting real sad. So I'm emotional.
I feel like, I mean, I'm sure in the moment for you, like that was probably very hard to go through, like crying on stage like that. But I think at the same time, there is like a certain commendability that comes from an audience when you display that kind of vulnerability in a performance.
Yeah, definitely. There was a lot of people who came up to me and they're like, "Oh my God, I almost cried."
Yeah.
I did cry for you, and I was like, "Thanks."
Have you performed live a lot?
Maybe like 3 times, I think. I do have another performance coming up in like next week.
Shout it out real quick. Tell everybody where they can see you.
Hello, cameras. Hi. I don't know. I'm going to be performing at the Heart Project. They're like an event that it's like a networking event. So there's going to be a lot of performers, artists, a lot of creative people that are going to be there. So I'll be there October 30th. It's in Los Angeles. Link in my bio. So there's that. Cool things.
Have you gotten better at like performing since you said you've had a couple performances? Like, have you found that like as you've done each one, it's become easier?
I feel like it's been okay. Yeah. I would say it's gotten a little bit easier. I'm still really awkward, but I feel like I'm able to kind of, I don't know how to phrase it. Oh man. I'm better at kind of interacting more with the crowd, I would say. So
like that crowd presence.
Yeah.
The crowd presence aspect of it.
Yeah. Rather than me just like singing. I'm like real fucking awkward. So there's that.
I'm sure you still get nervous before it though.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah, I do definitely get nervous. I'm so sorry. That's right. Oh my God, my eyelash.
Back to dogs.
Yeah, back to dogs. But yeah. I don't even know what I was saying, but
it's
okay.
I don't remember. What music did you like grow up on? Like, what kind of music were you listening when you were growing up?
Oh man, I was about to cuss. I actually
go for it.
I actually listened to a whole lot of different genres. So like Elvis, Frank Sinatra. Like I love the old shit. Also like Radiohead and who else? Like Whitney Houston, Christina Aguilera, Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus. Like I don't know, Demi Lovato. Like that was my shit when I was growing up.
That's such like a range, like
definitely.
Radiohead to Miley Cyrus.
Yeah.
That's like that's funny. When you're growing up, I feel like people who tend to listen to like larger varieties of music like that, it always reflects because they can always like pursue different sounds, and it's like it's different than somebody who like they grew up listening to like one specific niche, one specific genre, because those people tend to like stick in that genre.
Oh yeah, I think because I have like 10 different personalities, so they just all go with each different personality.
How did you like originally meet Breathe and Be and then start recording here?
So I actually found out about B from I was trying to find somewhere to record because I used to record with Red from good people. He actually is the reason why I kind of actually started recording. I used to post like videos on my Instagram of I'll look up beats from YouTube and then I would just write to them and sing and post it on Instagram, and that's how Red found me. And then he kind of, he was doing his thing, so I didn't want to kind of put all my shit on him. So I was trying to find new people to record with. And my boyfriend, he showed me B's Instagram. He was like, this girl is dope. And she's a girl. He also gave me like a couple guys Instagram too to record at, but I mean, I'm a girl and I wanted to feel comfortable with a girl. So yeah, that's how I found B and Breathe, because my boyfriend. So yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that. Like, do you think recording with a woman as your engineer, like in that studio setting, do you think that makes you a lot more comfortable than it would opposed to like recording with a man?
Definitely.
Yeah, I think so.
I had like, oh my god, I actually, a little flashback. I recorded like one song before with this one guy because he asked me to be on his song. He's a cool guy, but I also got vibes that he was like trying to holla, and I was like, yeah, I'm not trying to get
cool
with it. Yeah. So I thought being with a girl and I would be in a safer environment.
I would think so too, because another thing is a lot of the times, if you're booking a studio session, an engineer is in a place of power, so it could produce kind of a not so ideal situation in a lot of circumstances. So I would imagine as a woman, it probably helps tenfold to be recording with a woman. Just, you can be yourself more, be more comfortable, like truly like let everything out and be vulnerable.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm really happy I'm here, because even Breathe makes me feel like super comfortable being here too. And I hear horror stories too about some people in the studio, females. So glad I'm here.
Are there ways that like you think as a woman you've experienced yet just difficulties being in the music industry?
Am I allowed to say about the ghostwriter boy?
Oh, yeah, you can talk about that. You don't gotta say no name.
Okay, well, I did get a little offended. Not gonna lie.
It's okay to be offended.
Well,
you don't have to apologize for being offended.
Thank you. Apparently there was a guy who was saying that he would want to write for me. Like, I have like the dope voice, but I would be better if he wrote for me, basically. I was like, oh, sir, you haven't even seen all of my songs that I got in the vault. But, just shit like that.
I feel like that would happen a lot.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, dude, that's like, I've always sympathized with women trying to make music, especially like, who are just starting out in this industry, because it is so, at the level where you are not gigantic yet, it is even more male dominated than the higher up in the industry is. And it's just, it creates like this automatic power imbalance where it's like 75% of the industry is males and 25% of it is female. And it's like, there's automatically like that power imbalance because of those numbers.
Yeah, exactly. And I know B has dealt with some situations, and props to her. Fuck, I don't know how she does it. I don't even know how Breathe works with a lot of these people. Maybe we could cut that. I'm sorry. See, word vomit. I told you.
You're about to call everybody out just accidentally.
I'm sorry. All right.
Where did the title of your EP come from?
Oh, so I'm in a 20 mood. That is actually from my song. I actually wrote 20 Mood, which is one of the songs on there. I wrote that first, and basically that's a song. I'm 23 right now. I think I wrote it when I turned like 22. No. How old am I? Oh, shit. I'm turning 24 soon. So I wrote it when I was like 22. And then it's basically just a song about being in your 20s and you don't know what you're doing with your life. And I'm still kind of there, but I feel like I'm on a better path now. But it's just being in your 20s and not really knowing where to go, but it's okay.
Was that something that was hard for you? Like, when did you know that like music was what you wanted to do?
I've actually always knew that I wanted to do music. Ever since I was little, like my family, I don't know why Filipinos are always associating like being successful with getting into music with American Idol. They're like, oh, you need to go on American Idol.
My parents do that too, and we're not Filipino, if it makes you feel any better.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck, guys? Come on. So, like, when I was little, I don't know how old I was, maybe like 6 or something. Like, my family would be like, oh, you should go on American Idol. And then, like, it was just kind of instilled in my head, like, all right, I want to do American Idol. But heck no, not now. Shit, I had like lost my train of thought. What was the question?
I was just saying, like, when did you figure out that the music was what you wanted to do?
Yes, thank you. Also, going back to being Asian, growing up in an Asian family, that was just not realistic for me. And so I actually started out like after high school. I started out going to school for like ultrasound technician, and then like nurse, and then like vet, and I was like, I really want to do music. Like I got to a point where I was like, okay, like me posting like songs on like Instagram and stuff. Sorry, I got distracted by I don't know what noise.
You're good.
But yeah, just me posting music and like getting all of the like comments, like good things that people are saying. It definitely boosted my self-esteem, and here I am now.
Are you at a point now where you're doing this full time, or are you still like you working, or?
I'm working. I work at a vet clinic.
Hey.
Yeah. I also am a full-time student. Going to school for animal science.
Where do you go to school?
At Chico State.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's that. I think I have like a year left. My family, I was like, I want to drop out of school so bad and just work on music, because I feel like I could get somewhere if I, took the time and put like my all into this. Like, I feel like a year is all I would need if I didn't have any other distractions.
Yeah.
But my family's like, no, you have like a year left. So I'm like, fuck. I don't know. And I get FAFSA. So
hey, that's
yay,
nice.
We love free money.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm in community college. It's free.
That's where I started out.
Really? Or
Yeah.
Where
I went
up
to
there? Or
I
what?
went to Solano Community College, so
okay.
Fairfield. Yeah, so.
And then you transferred to Chico?
I did. Also, they had really good grilled cheese sandwiches at Solano. So
I'm gonna transfer over to Solano then.
Just for the grilled cheese.
The grilled cheese.
I would add bacon in it.
Oh, you're bold.
I know.
Bacon?
Bacon!
That sounds good. I lost my train of thought there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bacon talk. I'm hungry.
The bacon, yeah.
I'm so hungry.
I can relate to you, like, trying to juggle, like, school and then music and then work as well, because I do the same thing, and it's tough. Like, has managing those 3 priorities ever been something that's difficult for you?
Oh, dude, it's always difficult. I'm literally, like, 2 weeks behind in lecture for, like, a couple classes, because I've been just trying to focus on music, and I shot like a music video last week, and like this rock star life, it's exhausting. I don't know how Miley Cyrus did this shit. Fuck.
Well, and she did both. She did the rock star life and the normal. She's the master of balancing priorities.
Fuck.
Nobody has ever been better at balancing priorities than Miley Cyrus was.
No, definitely not.
So many of the instrumentals on your EP, I love like how bright and just cheery they are. Like that was something that definitely stuck out to me about the project.
Yeah.
Were those all recorded organically, or were a lot of them done in production and post?
Those instrumentals actually bought them from like YouTube.
Okay.
So like Mixtape Soul, GC Beats. I bought them like a long time ago. So I was like, when they signed me, I told them I had some songs in the vault that I wanted to get out, and so we're starting here, and then we'll have B and Breathe make me more beats for my next album coming out.
Would you like when you're buying instrumentals off YouTube and like from different producers, do you buy tracks, or do you buy like an instrumental? Like, would you buy like the drum track, or would you buy like a song like a beat?
Oh, it was like a song.
Like you're buying like a beat.
Yeah. So
That's a grind, man. Paying people off YouTube? Yeah, that's crazy.
I know, dude. They get banned for sure.
The cover of your EP. What was the inspiration behind that? Just that shot and that photo and everything. And who shot it?
It was my friend Jason. He is the owner of Distinguished Minds, which is a brand of his. And he does photography too. And honestly, there wasn't really too much inspiration. I just like bright shit. I like bright colors, and I really wanted like a fur backdrop, and so I got a fur backdrop, a lime green fur backdrop. And as for creating the cover art, I just did that on like an app, and I kind of just like not bullshitted. I mean, it came out cute, but I was like, I don't know what to do, so I kind of just threw something together. So, I mean, no inspiration at all.
That bright and cheery, like what you're talking about, how you like stuff bright, that comes across in the EP so much. Like the whole thing to me is just like, it feels like the musical embodiment of like the sun. Like it's like very like warm. Like all the instrumentals are very like bright and cheery and stuff.
Thank you. I love that you say that. Just 'cause the songs were written off of not so happy emotions. So
there were a lot of like lyrical themes to me that like stuck out in that lane, like 5-4. Like that one specifically, I was like, did that really happen to you?
They did. They definitely did.
Like that entire story, that song, like that was all based off a real event?
I mean, I took pieces from different people of my experiences, so yeah. What else? I'm so sorry.
Do you usually write from like events that happen in your own life or from other people? Like you were saying, you were piecing together stuff from other people.
They are from my life. There are some other songs that I've written that I didn't finish. There are some that I get inspired from like other people, or I play Sims. So from my Sims experiences, or like movies, sometimes I get inspired off of that. So yeah, a whole lot of things. So you don't know what's true and what's not.
That's always an interesting thing, like writing from the perspective of other people. Like I've interviewed artists before that say like they almost exclusively write from like other perspectives opposed to like their own stories. Yeah,
but I mean, I'm in a 20 mood is all about me. So yeah.
This question is a very different lane than what I was asking before. But when I was nardwaring you and stalking you for this interview, I had to look at that your Fry account. Okay, your French fry account.
Tripod.
So, and I'd ask you, like, what if you had to pick one go-to fry spot? Like, where should I go? Like, if you on any given day, right? If I text you tomorrow, and I'm like, God, I need some fries. Where am I going?
Honestly, I gotta choose hot dog on a stick. It's local. I mean, okay, it's in Fairfield. I don't know if there's one around here, but hot dog on a stick is so good. It's so good.
It's a hot dog place. Are they have
you
fries?
Never had hot dog on a stick?
Never heard of that in my life.
Oh my God.
Isn't that just a corn dog?
No fucking way. I can't believe this. Yeah, it's a corn dog. They are corn dogs, and they have really good fries. But man, you just got a dog like 2 years ago, and you've never had hot dog on a stick.
I never had a hot dog on a stick.
Oh man, that's crazy.
But I cracked the code. They're just corn dogs.
Well, no, they're really good corn dogs. I mean, I'm not there for the corn dogs. I'm there for the fries. You know.
Is there anywhere that's even close?
Closer here. Honestly.
No. I mean, like close in quality to those fries.
Oh man, what's that fry place that we went to? The Burger Patch. It's in Davis. They have really, really good fries there, but they're like super seasoned, and they got a whole lot of stuff going on. But like hot dog on a stick fries, if you want like plain fries,
that's the go-to.
Hot dog on a stick.
Are you like actually interested in food? Because like I was looking through that account, it's like it's like there's so many posts and stuff. I was like,
yeah, that I really love fries. I think I did take like a long break because I got fried out. I'm so sorry. Bad jokes.
that was a good joke. I liked it.
Thank you. Fuck. My bad joke just made me lose my train of thought. But I love fries. Fries and shakes. Have you ever dipped your fry in like ice cream or like a shake or anything? Milkshake?
I've done that like my whole life, but I feel like people like I've always been shamed for it. Like people have always said that's gross. Like I've never understood that. To me, it's always been so good.
I wonder if they even really tried it.
I thought like to me it almost tastes like a churro in a way, like for whatever reason, because it's like the mix, like the crunchy and the sweetness. It's like eating like like have you ever had at Taco Bell? They have those like cinnamon twisty things.
Those are so good.
Yeah, that's like what dipping a fry in a milkshake tastes like to me.
Wow, amazing.
When you this upcoming performance you have, are you playing with a live band or are you just by yourself?
By myself.
Have you done that yet at all?
No, that would be amazing though.
Mm-hmm.
I would love I think that's probably one of my goals in life is to play with a live band. So one day.
Do you play any instruments?
No, I tried to play. I used to take piano lessons, and that didn't go very far. I mean, I've tried to like learn songs on the piano from like learning off of YouTube. So I think I've learned like "Wake Me Up" by Avicii. So I learned that song and a Rihanna song. That's it. That's all I got for you.
Did you not like taking lessons? Like, what about it was hard for you? You shouldn't like it?
I think because I was probably like 6 or 7 years old, and I was like, I'd rather be like a fucking Girl Scout or a cheerleader. I want to join volleyball. But I'm glad that I got that experience because I actually took vocal lessons and singing lessons with the same lady. So, yeah.
So you're like actually like a trained singer? Like when did you start taking vocal lessons?
It was probably when I was like 6 or 7 is when I started both. And I think I only did that for like a couple years. But it was like I would sing songs like, what's that one song? These are a few of my favorite things. Yeah, shit like that. I mean, I think that's also why I like old music. Because, I mean, that's all I was really surrounded by.
Yeah.
So.
Did you do choir or anything? Like?
Oh, I did do choir. I did choir starting in, like, 6th grade. I did choir. I honestly really joined because we went to Great America for a field trip at the end of the year. And, yeah. And I did it in high school, too, so.
I have a friend who, I think he's, like, a great singer. He makes music, but, his choir teacher in like high school would always tell him like she would just say stuff like, oh, like you need to like stop singing at the top of your register, or you need to like be more conservative with your voice or stuff like that. Fuck? And I've heard like horror stories from choir. I'd be interested to know like did you ever get like critiques from like choir teachers that you thought were dumb, or like did they ever like limit what you wanted to do vocally, or were they always like very liberal and like allowed you to like express that, like just very liberal with the way they would like allow you to do things?
I feel like with the choir teachers that I've had, they would just try to push you to be your best. I feel like that's God, I keep thinking that's a fart, but it's not a fart. But yeah, like in middle school and high school, like the teachers, they did my teacher in high school specifically, he would have when he would try to figure out like what octave you're in, he would try to make you go like as high as you can, and like there's no like pushing or anything. So I mean he lets you do what you want, and I mean if you sound like shit, then I mean you'll blend in with the choir.
Did you learn like any like actual vocal theory while taking choir, or was it like notes or like solfege or any of that stuff, and do you use that in your music now at all?
I think it's like the O
yeah.
Structure of your mouth, just to like tighten that up for some vowels. That's something that I got from choir. I feel like that's kind of the only thing. I mean, also for a lot of my music, I'm able to do like harmonies and shit. So I mean, there's that too that I learned from like choir. I feel like so. I would say those are the two key things.
That's interesting. Like I hear, it's always interesting to me to hear like people who make music now that didn't have any kind of like formal training like talk about like what they think about it. Because like it goes back to the debate like if you want to be a musician, like should you go to music school? And it's like I don't necessarily think there's like a direct answer to it. I feel like it's different for everybody, you know. Like I feel like some people can get lots of stuff out of doing what you did, like doing choir at school or whatever. I feel like a lot of other people it wouldn't help at all.
Oh yeah, probably not.
Tell me about the track that you and Breathe and GLDNBoy have coming up on the 25th. Like,
yeah, so that's called Weekend in Toronto. Breathe actually had already recorded that song with GLDNBoy, and he was like he'd be perfect on the song. So I listened to it and I really like it. It's so cute. I mean, I say a lot of things are cute, but I love the song. It definitely, so it's a song basically, how do I describe my part? You're just trying to get away from all your issues and you just need like a break, I feel like. So yeah, I like the song. Coming out soon, so.
Out soon.
Yeah.
Do you have like in mind, I know you said you're still like in school and you're still doing, you know, you're still working and stuff. Do you have like an end goal with music? Like is there like an idea of like where you want to go next?
Oh man. Corny, but I would like to go to the top. I do want to be on like some like Britney Spears level. That'd be great. If only I could dance like her. I can't dance, so that's a setback for me. But it's okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like as long as people are listening to my music and they relate and I'm just getting good feedback. I know there's not going to always be good feedback, but I mean, I just want people to listen to my music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What excites you about like the next, you know, let's say like the next year musically? Like what are your biggest goals in the next year that you want to accomplish musically?
Well, I do want to get an album out. I already wrote all the songs that I wanted to put on the album. It's just all a matter of recording and perfecting it as best as I could. So that's pretty much it for my goal for next year. Snap, a concert or like a show, like one show would be cool if it like goes off. So that'd be one thing too, if people like it enough.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'll get there, man. I'm excited, and I really enjoy the project. I'm happy it's out. I'm happy it's there for everybody to listen to it. I'm excited to see what you do next.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you
Tell
so much.
everybody one more time where they can, when they can stream Weekend in Toronto. Tell them about your show that's coming up.
So Weekend in Toronto, October 25th, and then my show is coming out. I'll be performing in Los Angeles on October 30th at the Heart Project. So again, tickets are in my bio. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Chell. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Alrighty.